Hi guys, this is for Bulldog Club for Math. I'm going to teach you a game, and it's a math game. You'll have lots of fun with this. You can play this with siblings, with yourself. Not as fun if you play with yourself though. And it's called Math Wars. You may have already played this in your classroom, but if you have, that's okay. It'll just give you a refresher on how to do it. So first thing you want to do is you want to separate. Oops, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. You want to separate your face cards, and your face cards are the cards that have faces on them. These are called face cards. Okay, you want to take these out and put them to the side. Okay, we're not going to use those. We're just going to use these cards, the ones we have left. So these are the cards we're going to use. So another thing, if you haven't played with cards before, you notice that instead of a 1, they have an ace. In this case, the ace, we're going to count this as if it was the number 1. So we're going to act as though this is number 1. And the other numbers are what they are. So, oops. 6, 2, and etc. So those we're going to use them like we would normally use them. So for example, what we do is you're going to play with a partner, and you're going to pick 2 cards. So the first partner picks 2 cards. In this case, they picked a 4 and a 2. And I pick a 6 and a 10. Okay, so I have this partner has got a 4 and a 2. And I have a 10 and a 6. And what you're going to do is you're going to add them up. So 10 plus 6 is 16. And 4 plus 2 is only 6. So in this case, the 4 plus 2 is only 6, and 10 plus 6 is higher, so I get all the cards. The person with the highest sum gets all the cards. And you play it again. So you pick 2 cards, so 9 and 6. The other partner picks cards, 9 and 10. So they add theirs up and they have 19. I add mine up, which is 6 plus 9, which is 15. So because they have 19 and I only have 15, they are higher with the biggest sum, so they get all the cards. So what you do is you play back and forth, you add your cards, you add their cards, and whoever has the highest number wins. Now when your deck, this is a deck, the cards that you pick from, when your deck is all gone, there's no more to pick from, whoever has the most cards wins. So you just count them out. Whoever has the most cards win the game. Now you ask yourself, what happens if there's a tie? So what happens if this person has 8 plus 1, and let's see, this person has 8 plus 1. That's a tie. This 8 plus 1 is 9, and 8 plus 1 is 9. It's a tie. So you go ahead and you put another card down. Oh, so 8 plus 1 is 9, plus another 8 is 17, and then 8 plus 1 and plus 7 is 16. So they won. They get all the cards. Okay. So if your total is the same amount as the partners, then you have to do another card to see a win. And then I guess you could have, if you're still the same, you have to put another card down. So you could, for example, you could have, say if you had 5 plus 1 is 6, you could have that could be a tie, or you could even have something like if you had 3 plus 3 is 6, still a tie. You still have to go ahead and put another card down. Let's say you had this, still the same, then you have to do another card, and so then your numbers are going to be adding up, and they could get quite large. So that's how you play it. So you put 2 cards down, add them up. Whoever has the largest total then goes ahead and collects all the cards. Once your deck is all gone, whoever has most of the cards, the most cards wins the game. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and you can use these face cards. If you want to, you could you could, count this as 11 because you do have 10, so it has to be greater than 10. You could use a king as a wild card. You can make up your own rules when it comes to these face value cards. You could have queens could be worth 0 if you wanted to. Jacks could be worth 12 if you wanted to. It doesn't matter. Whatever you decide, if you want to use these face value cards, but you don't have to use these face cards. I wouldn't do it at the first because you're still trying to learn the game. Maybe play a game and then add your face cards. These are called face cards because they have faces on them. So you could do jacks. Normally when you play cards, jacks are last then queens, and then kings. So you could go 11, 12, 13 if you wanted, but you don't have to use those. Okay, not a big problem because we're just trying to practice our basic facts so we can get really fast at them. If you're really good at adding and you don't need practice with adding, you could do multiplication. You could do war with multiplication. You could do such as 9 times 2, we know is 18, and you could do 10 times 6, which of course is 60. So you also use it with multiplication if adding is too easy for you. So 10 times 6 is 60, 9 times 2 is 18, so that your partner would get all these 4 cards. So if go ahead and challenge yourself, whatever you feel that you need to play. If you play with a younger sibling, I wouldn't do multiplication. All right, so I hope you enjoy card or addition war, I like to call it, addition war. I hope you have fun with it, and can't wait to see you at the next Bulldog Club meeting and see how you guys enjoyed your new card game that you learned. All right, thank you guys. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I hope you have fun and that you enjoy this game. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.